Hi, I'm Angela, and I'm happy to be here with all of you. So this is my first video ever, so you'll just have to bear with me while I try to figure out how all of this works. But hopefully it will be enough of a decent video that you can at least follow along. And the poses that we are going to do and some of the breath work is simply meant for relaxation. So this isn't going to be anything where you're going to be standing at all, so no standing poses. They are simply going to be stretches that will help you to release tension in the body and to help you be able to relax more comfortably as you come into a relaxation at the end. And later, tomorrow sometime, I will post also a meditation for all of you. So today, we are just going to start seated, and the only things that you may possibly need for this practice is just a blanket that you can fold. So I have a studio blanket here, but you can use any blanket that you can just fold up. So to begin with, we're going to sit on the edge of a blanket. So as you come onto the edge of your blanket, you will just bring your sitting bones to the very edge of the blanket and allow your knees to descend down. So you'll just sit in a cross-legged position, just as comfortable as you can. And then just allow your knees to descend down and just begin to sit up nice and tall. And as you inhale, I just want you to shrug your shoulders, exaggerate the movement. And then as you exhale, roll your shoulders down and back, lifting through the sternum. Again, inhale and exhale. One more time. Deepest, fullest breath in through the nose. And exhale, relax the shoulders back and down. Good. And then from here, we're just going to bring the palms face up on your knees. So this is a receiving gesture. And I want you to continue to sit up nice and tall, and then just close down your eyes here. Begin to check in with your body and check in with your breath. So we want to start to take some slow, deep inhalations, followed by equally slow exhalations. And I want you to begin to seal the lips and begin to take deep breaths in through the nose, beginning at the lowest point of your belly as you breathe in, allowing that breath to rise up into the rib cage, the lungs, underneath the armpits, filling all the way up to the collarbones. And then as you exhale, begin to guide your low belly in towards your spine as you slowly guide the breath out from your collarbones to your chest, lungs, and then pooling into the low belly. And just breathing in this way, slow, deep exhalations, followed by equally slow and pooling exhalations. So we call this type of breathing in yoga Ujjayi breath. And Ujjayi simply means victory breath, victorious breathing. So you hear that sound of your breath in your ears with your lips sealed. And then as you exhale, keeping the lips sealed, you'll constrict the back of your throat slightly. So you hear this sound of ha in the back of your throat, or even imagine that you would be fogging up a mirror with your breath. And as you focus on the sound of your breath, that helps you to not focus so much on your thoughts. So hearing that whisper sound of the breath in the back of your throat will bring your mind back to the breath and away from your to-do list or thoughts of the past or even the future. It just allows you to simply be present with your breath. So just breathing in this way for a few more rounds. As you exhale, allowing your day to just spill away. And before we begin, maybe setting an intention for your practice. And that can simply be something as simple as just being with your breath, being present, allowing yourself to be in the now moment and not in the past or the future. It can also be an intention for something in your life that you're working with, that you're going through in your life. And you can focus some attention and energy toward whatever that is. Some healing. Also, sometimes I like to set an intention and send energy out to someone else. So if there's somebody else in my life that I know is going through something, focusing on them sometimes feels really good. So any of those types of things you can begin to set your intention toward. And then from here, we'll take a deep breath in through the nose. And as you exhale, sigh the breath out. We'll do that one more time. Deep inhale in through the nose. And then blinking open the eyes. And we will begin. So we are simply going to begin on our backs. So you can take your blanket that you have folded and just place it to the back edge of your mat. And we're going to begin to recline down. So I'm going to adjust my video here a little bit. So sorry that you just got a close-up of my boobs. Oh. All right, so we're just going to come on to a comfortable surface and slowly recline down. So I want you to just scoot up to the top of your mat with knees bent and your feet about hip distance apart. You'll bring the arms out. Take a deep breath in through the nose. And as you exhale, slowly, one vertebra at a time, begin to recline all the way down to your back. Feeling some core strength here as you roll down. Good. Once you make it all the way down, just take a full body stretch. So reach the arms over the head and reach the legs out. And then just reach through the toes, through the fingers, maybe arching your back off of your mat. Take another deep breath in. And as you exhale, we're going to bend the right knee and interlace the fingers around the right shin. So from here, you want to flex both of your feet so your toes are pointing up toward the sky but pulling back towards you. And then take another deep breath in. And as you exhale, just begin to guide that knee around the right rib cage and up toward the armpit. And then soften your shoulders. You may need a little bit of height under your neck here. Sometimes a little bit of height helps. And then I want you to just take your right knee and just move it left to right, or in a circular motion. Maybe that feels good. So this is also a good way to begin to explore what you like in your body, what feels good to you. And as we begin to work into that hip joint, you may notice that your shoulders start to creep up towards your ears. So just relax the shoulders down, bring the elbows in toward the side body. And smooth, connected breathing here. So really continuing to hold on to those ujjayi breaths. And with each exhale, feel that you're grounding through the upper back, through the shoulders. And with each exhale, possibly you can also begin to hug that knee in a little bit closer. So the hips are a big storage area for emotions and held in energy. So we can begin to release some of that. So we have an emotional body, we have a physical body, and yoga helps you to connect with both of those physical and emotional energy bodies. Take one more deep breath here. And as you exhale, we're going to take a twist. So I want you to take your left hand to the outside of your right knee. Begin to roll all the way over onto your left hip. And you're going to bring that right knee across the body. And then you're going to crawl the right fingertips out away from you at shoulder height. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, rotate both shoulder blades even further down toward the floor, and then take your gaze to the right. So you're reaching in the direction that you want to open. Breathe into the belly here. So full, deep, round belly breaths. So yoga is not the time to be worrying about sucking in your belly. You want the breath to flow smooth and free. So unless I guide you to pull the low belly in, which at times I will, don't worry about that. A lot of times I say take full deep belly breaths. Good. One more breath here. As you exhale, you'll roll all the way back onto your back. You're going to bend the left knee. Take your right ankle and cross it over your left knee. So you look like you're in a figure 4. And then you're going to lift your left foot off of the floor, keeping the knees bent, and just draw that left knee into the body. And you'll feel a little bit of an opening through the right hip. So from here, if this is intense for you, you can stay exactly here. Or you can begin to thread your right arm through that keyhole space of your right leg, and you'll either interlace underneath your hamstring or around your shin. So just whichever is most accessible and easier for you to reach. So you're just going to begin to hug that left knee into the body. Again, the feet are active here. You want to flex the feet to protect your knee joint. And if it feels good, again, to rock side to side a little bit. Give your low back a massage, or circle the hips in one direction and then the other. And then eventually finding some stillness here. And you want to feel as if you're unwinding your tailbone down toward the floor. So you feel a nice lengthening of the spine. The shoulders are soft and relaxed. Maintaining smooth, deep breaths. Even closing down your eyes to begin to bring your awareness more inward. Sometimes you can be more attuned to yourself when you block out some of the visual stimulus. Take one more deep breath here. As you exhale, you're going to reach that right leg straight up toward the sky. Continue hugging in the left knee and lower that right leg all the way down to the floor. Taking your time, feeling your core strength working here as you lower that right leg. So then as you ground through the right thigh bone, you'll flex both feet and then just begin to hug that left knee in, just like we did the right. Drawing it around the rib cage slightly and up towards your armpit. Soften through the shoulders. Make sure your neck is happy and that your neck is lengthened out. So if you feel that you're straining through the neck at all, that probably means you need a little bit of more height underneath your head. And then again, let's just work into the hip joint by moving the knee left to right, circling it a bit. And then from here, let's just take a couple more breaths.